Thank you very much for introducing us, and thank you very much that we got the opportunity to show you our research, not only our research, but also our work back in the National Museum, where we are doing from 2016 the whole preservation of the 78s and the phonograph cylinders and tapes and other materials, sound materials. So sorry that Michael is not with us, so we erased him. And you will find, and you will see first. You will see and also listen a few pieces from the collections. But first, we would like to tell you a little bit about the work behind or in front of or before the research, what we did with Martin with one particular music seller. We call music sellers a person who was responsible, pretty close to Croatia. It's from Brno, but it's much more closer to Vienna. Everything began in 2017 when we wrote a project, research and science project under the Ministry of Culture called New Phonograph, Listening to the History of Sound. And we decided that we need to, build a workflow. The workflow is built on ideas or examples of a different sound labs all around the world: British Library, Phonogram Archive, Library of Congress, Indiana University. So I'm so happy that we got a chance to see the people from all around the world and to meet for the first time with someone. And during this time, we found that for us, it's important to focus on one particular thing, which is maybe hidden for catalogers, maybe hidden for the sound engineers, hidden for the researchers, something what is stick or stamp on the box. So we designed a small tool which is doing this. So you will also hear Karmaja behind. We were playing with taking the pictures of the cover of the box, cover sleeve, and not only with the box. Later, because of another research, chemical research, with the cylinder. So that was the first part. The second part is much harder because we invented the puck. That's the stripe down the cylinder, and then the software can put everything together. It works not good, but sometimes works. So you will see next week. We are doing this because we would like to know the percentage of the damage or mold or other stuff. And these things gave us the opportunity to capture the music sellers, the distributors, the dealers, or the owners or the makers of the sound, because a lot of important information for us are the stamps or the stickers. For example, that's one important seller in Prague, Wilhelm Hoffmann. This is Otakar Mažák, we call the second generation of the opera singer of the Czech National Museum, Czech National Theater, 1904-5-6. This is very important person, and there is a bridge between this picture and the next video. It's a little bit longer, so I will be talking about the different things, but about the most important person for the Czechoslovakia industry, called Diego Fuchs. Diego Fox. Fuchs. He had problems with the HMV because the fox listening the horn. So he was changing the label and the picture from two foxes, one fox listening the horn, then the listening something different, and he lost. And he lost against the HMV. This is something where we are capturing all the information about the music sellers, because we are not talking or we are not working only on one particular person. Everything began with the inspiration from Gabriel Gessel, the private collector, then with my research in the United States, in Chicago and New York. There's a huge Czech population. And then with Martin and Michael and the others, we went back to the homeland, to Prague. Of course, the other cities are very important for the beginnings and for the first half of the 20th century. So you can see that we also been inspired by Thomas. See, 8 seconds and said everything. So it's not a database where we will be capturing everything, but it's like a best or the best from the seller or the person who's distributing. And then we connect with something what Thomas Henry did in Paris. So we tried also do some like a map with information where they were settled, which street, which years, etc. So it's simple, but it's giving us a chance to put everything together, because we, as we said many times yesterday morning, it's about the story. And if we are lucky, we can find the ancestors. And that's something what happened with a person which we will be presenting you now, with the Karel Jarušek, a very important person for the Brno and area of Brno, early of the 20th century, 1906, 05, 06, till the First World War. But he was a person of the many skills. He led Lidové noviny, the newspapers, the most important newspapers in the Czechoslovakia and the Czech Republic. He was the mayor of the Sokol in near the Brno. Then he established the business. He was also later known for the first movies. Not recorded, how can I say in English, they did a movie in Vienna, in the studios in Vienna in 1923, the first silent movies with his own daughter. So that was called Lloyd film. So there's a lot of what we can find in future, but this is what we found here. Oh, sorry, let's put this one down. Because we found the great grandson, and he found a lot of documents, so we know about the birth, about the first elementary school, first grade in elementary school. We know about the wedding in 1900. We know about the home rights where he owned something, etc. And also we found a lot of pictures from the years when he was active in Brno, in Prague, and in Brno, and later in Prague. But the most important period is connected with the phonograph cylinders and 78s. Are we still talking? Okay. This is we thought that this is at least how a family of brothers and sisters we call them companions because till the time when we will really not confirm that this is the brother and this is the sister. He was from 10 kids, 10 kids, and later his parents got another 5 or 6 kids. Wow. So it's pretty big. This is 1903, and this picture, not the color picture, was in newspapers, his own newspapers. That's yours?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, that's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll be presenting Martin.
Thank you. Okay, glad to be here. Thank you very much for the introduction. And I will follow, let's say, with the timeline of Jarušek business, and I would like to show you some important points from his quite short career, let's say 10 years. But we think that Jarušek business is quite typical for other sellers and distributors in Central Europe and in Czech lands in that period before First World War. So his business with gramophone records and phonograph stuff was registered in 1905, and it was originally in Královo Pole, his let's say the second place where he lived, and then after 1 year he moved to Brno. That was the main place of him for 10 years, and he changed here 2 places on the main square on. This part is characterized that the gramophone business was registered, I guess.
Sorry, I will put the line. I don't know how to hide this. Is it more?
I don't think you can do it.
You can do. Can I do the smaller? No, I can't. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, I'll put it here. Sorry.
Okay, the oldest advertisement we registered are from 1906 and 1907. His business started quite slowly, but from 1907 let's say it burst like a bomb. His first address in Brno on Main Square was on number 28, and it was just here. And from his catalog, what he published on his own, we have a lot of nice pictures of his store. So this is cylinder store, also with his crew. The director Karel Jarušek is here, and you can see a lot of cylinders in stocks. He also presented accounting department here. So accounting department for storage. Another photo is shipping department or shipping room. You can see the huge boxes, probably with gramophones or ones in front of. Do you know what's this room? You can try.
So no, it's hidden. It's behind the word try.
Cylinders and
that's the room where they tried the cylinders.
They wrote this
Testing room.
oh,
maybe the disc before.
You can see a lot of. No, I think they got this. This is the testing group before they were So like it was in a big building, and at number 28, the building is not there. The Grosse Platz in Brünn, or in now it's a Svoboda Square, but it was in the building, so you can see a lot of glass roof. So it's 1907, and it's in the newspapers, and there is like a 10 photos of the inside. Pretty nice, I mean, light and everything. So it's really interesting what we found in the newspapers.
Yeah, we've also chosen
His own newspapers.
Yeah, the sales room is a little bit.
Musíme trošku rychleji, máme tam.
So then he moved from original place to across the square to second big building on the number 6. You can see it here. It's important that there was also his seat of Lidové noviny, and so he built his store for gramophones and phonographs next to his main employment. So this is the picture of his.
The only picture.
Yeah, the only one.
Of course, it's like a Zimmermann. Everything is hidden behind. So.
And before the First World War, 1912 and 1913, we can follow the decline of Jarušek business. The gramophone import company changed his store and took over, and this company was there until 20s, just over First World War. You can see the detail.
Okay, I'll do it. I got only 25 seconds. So what is really interesting, and what we found in the newspapers, and we were like years looking for the graphics, really interesting design by one particular person. We found like 3 days ago that, oh, it was a Flanderka, he died in 1913, but it's a person who was doing the adverts. And that's also really important for the Jarušek, that everything, like the big horn and the gramophone and phonographs, Karel Jarušek and the company. But he was also very skilled. So he was selling also the motorcycles and automobiles. He was very good known with the later husband of Junek, Eva Junková? Junek, the lady who was Eliška Junková, who was a car driver, and then you've got like these cool adverts by Worf and Orpheus Hens on the left side. Also, there's a cool that you can see on the right side. There's the Odeon record, like in the mid, and someone is dancing. Karel Jarušek and the company, gramophones, discs, phonographs, cylinders, and the dancing kids. Yeah, okay. Where he was in Brno. He was first in Prague, but then Brno, Prague, and Kroměříž. That's something what we found, that in Prague he was at the municipal house. It's near the Powder Tower, so you will see there.
But the first place in Prague, it's interesting that it was connected also with audio theater. It was the center of the cabaret and theaters here in Prague, na Poříčí Street.
That's the picture of the municipal house. On the left side, you can see the Powder Tower, and this is the lady who was the representative of the Jarušek. So it's interesting that he agreed with representing him. For example, this is near the Brno Kroměříž Mr. Gardavsky, who was the brass instrument maker or who was selling the instruments, the music instruments, was also the representative of the Jarušek. And this we found during the COVID period in the collections, and why we are showing is that it's on the bottom, that the sticker or the stamp is on the bottom of the box or in the lid. So it's really important that you are looking everywhere, not only in the digital library. Another representative, but on the opposite side, Jarušek represents this company, because we are running the
One more minute.
One more minute.
And then we leave some time for questions.
Yes, yes. The Patefon, but I think that we can go here. We found only few recordings made by him. This is the only one who was announced presented in his own catalog. But as you can see, there's hundreds of the numbers, but they are gone, the pictures. In 1908, he took a picture with the machine called Alpha, the picture called talking machines. You can see in the behind with the violin, broken the violin, that we will not have a work because this crazy machine. And this is his own label in 1907. So that's pretty nice. Most of the time he was doing what the others re-sleeve the sleeves. Okay, we're going down. 10 seconds. Important for the Croatia. We got 15 more seconds. It's for Croatia. It looks that he was also selling and doing the content for the Croatians near the Brno or near Moravia. That's why we put the Bogdan Vulaković, and we are almost there, and we are finished.